everybody. I want to make this quick. Our new Makerspace starts Monday. It's going to be a community theme. It's going to be 3 weeks long. The first 2 weeks are going to be, there's 4 stations, so each student will do 2 stations. The first week, 2 stations. The second week, the third week is going to be a full class project. You'll have those 2 weeks, then a week where the Makerspace is closed, then the full class project, then another week the Makerspace is closed, and then we'll start the new theme. So those are closed for community-based field trips. And as always, read the lesson plans, note the objectives, review those wow words and I can statements as a whole group when you first get in for the independent stations, then divide up into small groups, and you can do the same in your teacher-led stations instead of with the whole group. Be sure to monitor your independent stations. You guys know that. Prompt them as needed if you see that they're struggling or that they need to be a little more creative. Use those hot questions during the station time, and then use the reflection questions afterwards when you're in the whole group at the end reviewing. The first one is going to be create a community. So the students will create a community house or a building using boxes or milk cartons, construction paper shapes, and we have plenty of milk cartons. You can see in the bag there. There's enough for all the students. There's some boxes here too. You guys can use those to model for them and build alongside them. Have them discuss the role of their building, and there'll be an example. After they have finished the finished products, you can leave them on along the bookshelves here, along the windowsills, wherever the students want to. We just want them to be able to fill the place up with their community buildings. And if you do want to, you can take them back to your classroom and they can play in a center there with them. But the more we add, the better, and I think they'll enjoy playing with them. Okay, so there's some great reflection questions with that one. The next one is, where's my tool? This is a Bebot station. And just talk about the tool, what kind of tools community helpers use, and then talk about how to program the Bebot. Remember, at the end of this, each time, make sure that you flip it over and turn the Bebot off. If it dies, come tell me. I have another one that'll be charged out, so we'll just flip them, so you won't have any problems there. Okay, so this station is here, and in this little caddy there are the matching community helpers and their tools. So here we have a nurse and an x-ray. And you'll want to make sure that you just place these far apart. There's some arrows here if you want to use those, if that helps your students a little better. You can use as few or as many as you want. You can put, there's 2 clear mats and 2 posters. You can put it together to make it even bigger if your students need more of a challenge. It's totally up to you how you do that, but if you have any questions, let me know. Let's see. And I think that's good. The next one is building with the Mega Bloks, Gorilla Blocks, and that one is over here. And basically, they're going to build a community building. So they decide maybe they want to build a firehouse or a bank or a grocery store, whatever, and they can build that. Make sure, keep an eye on them, and make sure that they're building a square building, not just a wall, and you might have to prompt them for that. And also, you might ask them, how am I going to get into the building? They tend to forget to build a door, so that's a good question to keep in the back of your mind to throw out there at some point. After they do it, you'll want to review the vocabulary that you want them to be using during the time. That vocabulary is right here. And after they finish building, so let them build what they want, and then afterwards there's some dress-up things here that they can put on and play with, and you know, whatever they have decided to build. So that will be a fun ending to that task. Okay, problem-solving station for them to do that, and they can also count the blocks. That's a good way to do it. All right, and then the second independent station is over here, and it is basically just a community time that they can play with. They can decide what kind of buildings their community needs. This is a great station for communication with each other, taking turns, sharing, cooperation, verbal expression, and getting along together. So those are our 4 stations. Then I mentioned the third week is a group project, and it is a community auto shop. And so this is a whole class 1 week project. Everybody's doing the same thing. We have boxes that are all the same. kind of a larger size, and groups of 3s for 3s, groups of 4s for 4s, and they will decide what kind of community vehicle they want to make. So fire truck, ambulance, whatever, school bus. And then they work together to build that. There'll be lots of things they can decorate with. We're going to send a note home for recyclables to come in. Use yarn to make straps so that they can wear them, because at the end, we're going to have a parade at the end of that week. It'll be on the 27th, the Community Helpers Parade. Students can dress up like community helpers, and then one of the students in that group can wear the car for the parade. And that might be one who comes without a costume. I, of course, have lots, so if you think that there's going to be a need, you have a student that or two that might need one, just let me know. I'll have those ready for you. That day when you make the cars, after you finish, just take them and put them on the stage, and that's where we'll hold them until it's time for the parade at the end of the week. We'll also have paint, just light paint. It can be just for patterns or, just a sign or something like that. But we want them to be able to use it, but just remember to keep it light enough that it has time to dry and they can continue to decorate because they only have that one time. Okay, so I think that's it. Last things are just remember to introduce those I can statements and the wow words and how they relate to the center, and try and get them to use a vocabulary during that time. You guys know, pair your students well so that independent centers go well. Please clean up after each center. Just you guys are doing great. We've tried to keep it simple so it's easy to clean up and make it nice for the next person. Check the lesson plans for each station. They're one page, really easy. We've done it all for you, but there's important information in there. There's also differentiation tips in there, discussion points for before, during, and after the activity, and then of course reflection questions, extension activities, and cleanup instructions. Please, please, please take pictures with the iPad. That is really fun. We're going to print them out and put them all over so that they can see what each other are doing, what they're doing. I think that's it. Have fun. That's the last thing. So hope you guys do have fun and give us your feedback. We love it and we want to keep making it better and better. Thanks. Have fun problem solving with the kids. Bye.